Welcome back to the OpenAir Realist, where I call it like I see it, whether you like it or not. I want to go ahead and read a portion of a post that I just posted on my blog. The Realist is the name of the blog. So I want to go ahead and read a portion of that because I think it articulates well what it is that, or the topic that I am touching on in this particular video. Many theistic apologists try to make my lack of belief, that is my atheism, my lack of belief in God or gods, into an ism. No matter how many times I correct them, when they do this, it exposes their blatant dishonesty. Instead of just admitting there is more than one atheism, they strawman my atheism by attacking someone else's as though it were my own. Many theists also tend to confuse atheism with naturalism, humanism, and, of course, evolution, which is scientific theory and a scientific fact, whether you like it or not. So if you were attacking my atheism as though it's an ism, or as though it's naturalism, or as though it's evolutionism, or whatever kind of ism you want to try to make it, then you're not attacking my position. You're not dealing with my position. In fact, when you strawman my atheism and say that it is anything more than a lack of belief in gods, then you've got a problem. Because see, what you're doing is the equivalent of me saying, you know what, all Christians are a bunch of snake handlers in the Appalachian Mountains. No More, that's a YouTube user, has his take on atheism, and his take on atheism is different than my own. You know, he's done a video on this, a rather lengthy one. I think it's like 30 some odd minutes. And, you know, you should watch that, okay? That's his take on atheism. It's not mine. The most common definition for atheism is a lack of belief in gods, not a theist. It's a lack of theism. And when you attack my position as though it's anything else other than a lack of belief in God or gods, you are not dealing with my actual atheism. So what you're actually doing is committing the straw man fallacy. And quite frankly, I'm pretty tired of it. I'm getting a lot of it, I'm seeing a lot of it in theists' videos here on YouTube. I'm getting a lot of it in my comments, in my comments of my videos, and it's just ridiculous. No matter how many times I correct somebody, they just keep attacking a atheism that is not my atheism. And what I'm going to start doing is, if I correct you for making this fallacious kind of argument, and you don't correct yourself, and you continue to make this argument against my atheism, if you continue to strawman me, then I'm probably going to block your ass, because I'm quite sick of seeing it on my comments page. I get a lot of commenters every day commenting on my videos, pointing out things they think are wrong or whatever, and I have no problem with people disagreeing with me. What I have a problem with is personal attacks on my character, or constant intellectual dishonesty by strawmanning my position. That is what I have a problem with. So if you're doing this, you might want to stop, because whether you're subscribed to me or not, I will block your ass. I don't care. I don't care whether this offends you or any other atheists on YouTube. I don't care who you are. If you are doing this, and I tell you not to, and I warn you against it, I'm going to block you, period. I'm sick of it. So if you don't like it, tough shit, all right? I don't really care. If you want to leave comments that are logical, that are attacking my real position, my realism, that's fine, go ahead. If you want to attack my lack of belief in God, go right ahead. I don't have a problem with that. But when you try to build up a Burning Man of my position and attack that, I have a problem with that, especially when I see it over and over and over every single freaking day. On average, anywhere from 63 to 70 comments and PMs And that's not including emails that I get every day. And I simply do not have the time. A lot of people think I have the time to spend a lot of time debating them back and forth on comments pages, as if they're the only freaking commenter that I have. No, I don't have the time. This is why I tell people, reach me on Skype. Verbal communication takes a lot less time than going back and forth on comments. We can sit down and define terms, and all these things in less time than it takes to do on comments. I simply do not have the time. I would love the time, but I don't have it. So, if you're looking for a debate, a long, drawn-out debate on the comments pages, you're barking up the wrong tree, because you're not going to find it here. I simply don't have the time. Would love to, but I don't. Anyways, I just figured I'd get all that off my chest. Check out my blog. I've revamped it. I've renamed it. I've put a new post up there as of today, and it's called My Realism. It defines my realism and my atheism quite accurately and in a detailed fashion. So please check that out if you're truly interested in what my position is, and instead of attacking something that it isn't, then please check out my blog, The Realist. I will be posting a link on my channel as soon as possible, ASAP. Also, one more thing before I go. Last night I recorded another episode of OpenAir Atheist podcast, which you can find on iTunes. So please check it out. This episode that I recorded last night consists of me being interviewed on my own show. So if you want to learn, some more personal details about me or whatever, I would suggest that you check out the OpenAir Atheist podcast on iTunes and listen to episode 8. Keep it real, don't die.